Game development, one of the most complex and demanding art forms in existence. But just how hard is it really? To create a game, you need to master multiple disciplines: game design, programming, 3D modeling,
texturing,
UI design, design, testing, and the list goes on. Yet despite this overwhelming workload, people manage to create an entire game on their own. So how do they do it? In most cases, almost 99% of the time, they rely on a game engine. Using an engine significantly simplifies the process, handling essential systems like rendering, physics, and scripting. Without one, you'd have to build everything from scratch, including your own engine, which is an enormous task that can take years to complete. Popular engines like Unreal, Unity, and Godot provide powerful tools that allow developers to focus on gameplay and creativity rather than reinventing basic systems. But even with a game engine, development is still complex. Let's break it down. Programming and logic. Even with visual scripting tools like Unreal's blueprints, understanding logic and structure is crucial. If you use C++ or C#, you need strong coding skills. Game design complexity. Creating a game isn't just about coding, it's about making mechanics that feel satisfying and balanced. Asset creation. Games require a huge amount of assets: 3D models, textures, animations, sound effects, and UI elements. A game that runs smoothly on different devices requires optimization, reducing lag, loading times, and memory usage. Debugging and testing. Games are full of bugs. Fixing them is a time-consuming process that can take months for larger projects. If game development is so hard, how do indie developers manage to create successful games on their own? First off, they use existing assets. Many indie devs buy 3D models, animations, and sound effects instead of making them from scratch. They specialize. Some developers only focus on programming and use pre-made assets, while others are artists who learn just enough coding to make their own game work. So, how hard is game development? If you're aiming for a AAA open-world game, it's incredibly difficult and requires a full team. If you're just making a small indie game, it's still challenging but very possible. With the right tools and planning, thanks to game engines, anyone can start. But mastering game development takes years of practice. If you're just starting out, focus on small projects, learn the basics, and don't expect perfection on your first try.